No hello? What'd you do?
Oh.
Buddy. Let's just all stare at Jesus in disappointment. Oh, okay. I was just going to stare in awkward silence at you until you So Jesus forgot to hook up his microphone, and now I'm the dungeon master of this game, and we're going to go to hell to have a picnic with people. So it's going to be great.
Nice.
Everybody roll initiative.
Shit.
Jesus, do you have your character sheet?
I rolled a natural 1, so that's an 11.
I tried to do a joke, but I completely messed up the characters where the cards are at and everything. I moved Vic's little whatever. I moved him to where my face was.
I'm the DM now, so you are all subjected to a 3-hour session of Phoebus recreating his entire ballet to the discography of Enya. So I'm sorry. I need y'all to roll me con saves.
All right,
That's a 3.
You fell asleep.
That's a natural 20.
That's a 4. All right,
you fall asleep.
Everybody falls asleep.
Natural
That's
20?
a 10.
DC's 30. It's Enya. It's Enya. It's gonna be some real slow.
Hey, I like Enya.
Tunes. I know.
Alrighty, so hi guys, welcome to the Might & Conquer's Sacred World Chronicles. This is a 5th edition game based on the Pathfinder Seas using the Great Hell, Pantheon, Libertad, Destroy, and Ravnica, all wrapped into one campaign. Can't wait to not say that anymore. It's just we're playing this game now. Cool, done.
Getting closer every and every day.
Yeah. Real quick announcements. My book is all the way over there, but go buy Dickie's book. The information is down below. And also,
book 2 should be coming out soon.
Yeah.
And it should. It's potentially going to have some really cool cover art. I heard.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Speaking of supporting local artists, we also have merch down below. Go get all some merch. And awesome artist Lynn has a Patreon. Hey Vic, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so my best bro Lynn has this really cool Patreon where you can subscribe for as little as $3 a month and get all this cool bundle where you get NPCs, which is really great for DMs because sometimes NPCs are the last thing you're thinking of when you're literally having to juggle an entire world in your hand and also wrangling players that want to do literally everything under the sun. So in case you need some NPCs in your back pocket, Lynn has this great Patreon where she builds NPCs, has character art, has tokens, has even little backstories and personality traits and etc. that you can all use. Most importantly, they all have names, so you're not having to pull a name out of your ass, and you can use all of that.
Just say Harold every time.
It's Harold or Boblin or Robald the Kobold. So
Hey, those are good.
So go check out the Holy Bro NPCs on Patreon. Go give them a sub. It's really cool shit.
And all the links are down below, so do that. I guess with how the world is right now, just please be careful. Please be safe out there, especially all the lovelies out in the Ukraines. Please help out where you can if you can.
Be kind to one another.
That's a big one. Hey, if we were doing that, we wouldn't be in a fucking war. Okay, so any special announcements does anyone have? Maybe don't throw balls at RVs. That would be nice. Just in case that's a fucking thing that you're listening to right now. Any suggestions? If not, I guess let's go to character intro. And we'll roll that beat footage. Hey guys, I'm Jesus. I'll be y'all's DM. I'll try to be your DM. We'll see if I get overthrown here.
Hijack in a second.
That or just champs and jump in. Hey Jeremiah, who are you playing?
I am officially now playing as Cowrabao. His full name is Ervin Cowrabao Galanodel.
Cowrabao. Got it.
Yes, got it. He's a high elf rogue artificer.
That's true. All those words are very
Yeah.
true.
That was hard. I was used to rogue narv. I had to go to my character sheet and read it.
Who am I playing again?
Do you have a fun fact for Cal?
Oh, he. You think he disappeared before? Wait till you see when he's in battle.
Nice. Hey, Vic, who are you playing?
Hey, I'm going to be playing West, the human barbarian warlock druid. And, let's see, fun fact about West. It's about to be season 21 of Hell's Kitchen in this bitch. So he's on a mission to create a 5-course meal for all his friends, and he might need their help coming up with things that they like to eat. So
Yeah, you should plan that.
yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, not you specifically, like throwing that at you. Like the group should assist in that for sure.
Yes, please.
Hey, you have a brand new laptop. Hey, Tabby, who are you playing?
It's so new. It's so
Yeah.
crisp.
Yep.
It's like you're sitting right next to me almost.
Yeah, like
Look at
Right.
look at all that.
Hey.
There. We don't need to see
hello
that angle.
everybody. I am Tabatha. I will be playing Cole, the Tiefling Cleric. Fun fact about Cole: hell hath no fury like someone who wants to start a family.
That's funny you said that.
And hell hath no fury like the spawn that come from that family.
That's also true. You should remember that in like 30 minutes. Hey,
Oh boy.
in a positive way, in a very positive way. Hey, Nick, who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm going to be playing Cowrabao. He is a Fire Genasi fighter. Fun fact is he is very comfortable with his new friends, and he really, really can't wait to get out of the fucking city.
Oh, we're getting out of the city, all right.
Oh yeah.
All right, and with that, let's roll that beautiful Bane footage.
This is a 5th edition game based on the Pathfinder Seas, using the Greyhawk Panther, Little Pandora, and a Shredder Replica. How do you want to do this?
Or you can just stay here.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind starting a family one day either.
I'm not afraid to die.
You saved us again. This connection to Cowrabao is severed.
Gabriel, it's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Not so fast. I need to say bye to my friends first.
I've been fighting to help others.
I would like to rage, damn it! Asmodeus, you have not failed me before, please. I cannot lose him.
Hello and welcome back. So let me.
He keeps falling.
He wants it.
I'm sorry, he keeps falling.
You can't have this. You can't have this.
Stay.
But he's trying
Please.
his best. His little cat best. All right. What had happened was, the Elise and Vagobonds spent about 3 months apiece crafting, fighting, drinking. Cow spent time with his mother. Children at the children got asked if they wanted to go to boarding school. Some were very happy, some were not. Spirits of old kings started appearing in the orphanage. And it essentially got smoothed out when the kings touched this old ancient artifact that you guys found in the island a couple years ago. Cole's god Asmodeus appeared to him and exchanged Cole a mission for a family, essentially, saying that they need to kick their sister out of Dis's seat. And this sister has a extremely remarkable resemblance to Avacent, who was the angel that Lamashu was in love with, that kind of started this whole ordeal. As their love letters spread throughout the world, a lot of people's factions and lives have been being changed by this quote-unquote abomination love, which love is love, y'all. So they need to kick their sister out of the seat and put the second crown on this. It's just family drama. What else is new? So the adventurers are currently at the Sea Devil's Tavern. They quickly had a conversation with this and a long-legged man who was hiding in the cart. Dis gave everyone a boon. Kaer is now the wildfire. Cole has this high-tinted magician ability. Cowrabao is not the phase arrow, and Wes is Rageborn, which all have pretty darn cool abilities. So, I would like to place you guys back in Crovasa, and we're going to crop this so the audience doesn't see it all black screen, and change to this music. So, at the current moment, the Sea Devil's Tavern is roaring with patrons. There is one of the local bards who's playing music. Not the town favorite ever since Laz came, but Laz's prices have been increasing rapidly, so it's kind of hard to get Laz to book, especially since she wants to do it for free. And Elle is not about that. If you perform, if you do any art or trade, you get paid. So with that attitude, Laz performs there every often. As everyone's cheering and kind of ignoring you guys and listening to the great loot solo that's happening, as I will say a child goblin kind of grabs a drum set they found at the market and starts playing, oddly really in sync and well. Jamal and Elle are looking at you guys as this is in the tavern and stepping forward, starts leaving the table. You hear the massive hoof steps, and you see this kind of warped light around him, almost like his presence here is being shielded or not wanted. As he goes over to Elle, as she just looks straight up at the 6-foot-tall man. They give each other a hug, and he goes towards the back, whispers something in Jamal's ear, and then heads outside. You guys see that he gets in a cart. You hear not neigh of horses, but almost like screaming as the horses gallop. And as soon as they pass your peripheral, you don't hear anything anymore. So you also have that tingly sensation in your hands from accepting the boon. At least in Vagobonds, it is a nice, sunny Monday day here in Old Crovasa at the Sea Devil's Tavern. What do we do?
Mondays, am I right?
Cole's just sitting there at the bar, just... So, I have a question for everybody. But just kind of like stops, looks over, because Cow, are you sitting at the bar?
Cannot see him. Cannot be perceived.
You're muted.
Yeah, I'm there. They gave me this talked to me and gave me a boon.
Oh, yeah. Cole's looking over and it's like, oh, but first, hi, I'm Cole. I don't think we properly were introduced or met.
I am now the shortest one.
Oh my god.
Oh, buddy.
That's true.
Even though Ragnar technically was the shortest one, but he
No, he
kept
was the
saying
tallest
he
one there.
He was the tallest
Obviously.
one.
Obviously.
Ragnar was the tallest member of this party.
Wait, how tall is Cow?
5'7".
He and Cole are the same height.
I thought Cole was 5'9".
Oh wait, yes, sorry. I'm
The
thinking of another
horns.
character. Sorry.
The horns add the extra inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Cole's
the
horns go
heels.
out to the side. Anyways. He's gonna just kind of stop and then eyes get all a little bit squinty and just points at him and goes, "How much do you know
Of what?
about me?
I saw.
What did
nothing.
Ragnar tell you?"
I don't know what you're talking about. I've met you This is the first time I've met you. And then he's gonna get that squinty eyes too.
You know what? I'll take it, and I won't. I won't press that anymore. Vic, you need to stop with the memes, damn it. So, just kind of looking at everybody, just like I was. Kind of a job, kind of a. You heard this. Anybody fancy taking a trip to hell?
If it gets me out of the city, I'm game.
I guess if it helped my friend, so.
West.
You
Huh?
no what?
I mean, sorry, I was not paying attention at all to anything anyone was saying. So
Yes.
La-
Hi,
I think Elle gets mad when you write on her bar and stuff.
What? Oh shit! No.
I will say that West, when you lost peripheral of Dis and that strapping man that he was with, your head kind of sunk a little bit, like, oh, I guess they're home again.
Yeah.
But as you guys are
Feels
speaking
more crowded.
about hell, you'll see this half orc man, like, how I've been to hell. Her name was Esmeralda. Yeah, miss her. And then he starts crying before he vomits, and then he gets kicked out.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Let's go kick someone off a chair.
Do we need to possibly gather some supplies? Cause
I'm gonna look at Cole, and then I'm gonna grab something from my bag of holding, and I'm gonna grab, like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm gonna grab the punching glove arrow. It's like, but this technically punches you, so I need to make a boot version of this. And then he's gonna turn around. You gotta turn around real quick, and he start fiddling in there.
Make a tiny boot.
I'm gonna make a boot arrow, basically.
All right.
Ragnar just wow. Cal's doing this right at the table.
Wes like leans over and he's like, "You should make it look like the boots that were on that one guy waiting outside. Like they were like."
You don't think you have an arrow long enough for those boots?
I'm gonna need the Drider arrow plus 5 arrows.
Yeah. Like, hey, make that the boot arrow, and then maybe you could like give it to Kaer when he turns into like all big and giant. Maybe he can use it.
I mean, if you put it on a spear, we could just make a giant bow. Shoot spears.
The 7 voyages Sinbad it. Why not?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I mean, I could hold one end of the string, Wes could hold the other, and Cow, you could shoot it. We just become like bow.
I will be the arrow.
No, you're launching the spear.
I'm shooting it. Okay.
You're the only one who's got the marksmanship to actually hit something between the three of us.
Yeah. We'll just pull the string, and you just make us aim.
Cole with his guiding bolts beg to defer, but it's like I can hit stuff too, but that
Cole,
just gets me in trouble.
Cole, don't get jealous.
You do see that Elle goes to the back of the bar. There's a little doors kind of flap, and you assume that Jamal is speaking to her because you saw him at the window, giving out the food, and then he just looks down and then disappears. And then it's kind of really quiet, and people are asking for the drinks, and they're not coming out. Before Jamal opens the door for her, has a tray with 6 frothy drinks and 6 tiny shot glasses. And they're both approaching you, and you see, I'll say, this bugbear who kind of comes out into the bar area and starts taking orders, and looks like he's extremely nervous and has never done this, and keeps looking towards the back like, I just want to go back to the kitchen. So as 2 chairs kind of get scooted over to you guys, the tray of very frothy dwarven ale gets placed in front of every single one of you guys, and a shot glass of Fire Dragon whiskey. As Jamal looks at you guys, if you want more of those, I can get some of them back, but that's one for right now. And just downs the shot immediately, and you see a little bit of smoke leave his mouth.
Cole's definitely downing that shot right away. It's like, hey, liquid courage for what we're about to do.
Hey, Cole, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Yay!
Yeah, Kyle's gonna drink as well, just because when Jamal did it, he's going.
You said that. Sorry, you said it came out with like ale as well.
Yeah. So there's dwarven ale, and then there's the shot of the Fire Dragon whiskey.
Yeah, Wes is gonna take that shot. Pop it in the ale.
Exactly what Kaer's doing.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Cowrabao was just gonna chase it.
Oh, if you are all taking a shot of the fire breath whiskey, please roll me a con save.
Cool.
What did you get, Cole? Yes.
it was on a natural 20.
Oh, well, that's.
And then it bounced to a 2. So that's a 4.
Is this technically for poison?
Technically. So if you're a dwarf, technically you'd be rolling with advantage.
No, but I have advantage against being poisoned, so.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's 17 for Cow.
All right, you're it burns. It burns.
27.
27.
25.
It's for Cowrabao. It burns. You've never tasted anything this strong. Your nostrils flare up. Your eyes are watery, but it's good. It's that cinnamon aftertaste is great. Not Fireball. That's disgusting. This is good. And Karen West, you're like, oh, well, that's a nice smoky burn. And you both kind of hiccup a little bit almost at the same time, and you catch each other's eyes, and the tiniest little bit of smoke comes out of your nose. And Jamal well, you drank it correctly. Cowrabao, unfortunately, yours just burns and then feels nice. So you took it's too long to sip to it. But still a great taste. It's just you don't get the little poof of smoke effect. But oh well, whatever. It was a delicious drink. Cole,
Passed out?
you down it, and you're fine. Your ears are a little bit warm, but you're fine.
Oh,
God damn it.
just fine.
So you're fine. Everything's good. And you hiccup, and a little bit of that little foggy effect comes out. Okay, cool, like everybody else. And from
That's the type of giggle I'm missing.
yeah, Kaer, Wes, Cal, Elle, and Jamal. Cole doesn't just burp a little bit of smoke. Flames come out of his mouth and stay
Oh
as
shit!
he's like, I'm fine. They're just like on his mouth, and Jamal's just like grabs his rag, just taps you in the mouth, and you're like, what? That's fine. Did I spill something on myself? I'm perfectly fine. And just kind of takes off the fire. Like, that is a side effect. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, I thought he always does that.
Jamal looks at everyone. Does he?
No. I mean,
never
he's
met
more likely to like say stuff that gets him in trouble, but like he's never actually spewed real fire before.
Oh, right.
What about spewing fire?
Don't worry about it. Just pat you on the head, just like shh.
Cat purr.
Turn to Cowrabao. Anyway, if you're up to it, if you want another round of that, I can show you how to do the thing where you drop it in the glass and you chug it. It's
Ooh,
so
can I
much
do
better.
that?
No.
You see, as
don't know.
You're my mother?
Elle's instincts just kind of kick in, and as she just grabs it, like, I think he's cut off, and kind of just moves
No, give.
towards.
I'm gonna.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna just kind of like saying directly to Kaer and Cowrabao. It's funny. We actually met him. We actually met him when he was super drunk at the bar.
I was
He
like,
took a shot of whiskey, I think.
he was right over there, but he
Hey,
kept
G-
casting spells to undo his drunkenness, and
Can I-
technically it's cheating. Yes.
Can I do something?
Yeah. What's up?
I'm gonna sneak some alcohol to Cole's shot glasses. It's just water.
Okay. Just,
You fiend.
Wait, what did he do?
there's
Shot
just
glass of
you
water.
you have a shot glass.
You have a shot glass.
Do I have to roll?
No,
for
that's
fine,
stealth
that's fine.
Or anything? Okay.
You got a drink, Cole. You got a drink, Cole.
It's a there's a shot glass.
Yeah, Cole, just sip whatever it is.
Delicious, smooth alcohol.
Wes just like, no, you gotta shoot it. You gotta shoot it real quick.
Cole's gonna just put it back down, and then he's gonna just lesser restoration himself.
All right, cool. You're not drunk anymore.
That's exactly how we met him.
What?
What? So we were talking about going to hell.
Yes, that.
Yeah. How do we?
Well,
how
that
do
took
we
the
go
edge off a
there?
little bit. Huh?
When you
So how do we go there? Because basically, to quote
I heard
unquote
there's a-
heaven, I had to die.
say
Wait,
that,
was there when you so to go to heaven? Was there like a staircase or anything?
No, unfortunately.
Is it like the same for hell?
no, there's a highway.
Cole just be like, I could plane shift us there.
Jamal like
Jamal,
you
like,
could, but and then he grabs his little coin that has a double face on one end and then a like arch on the other end. Kind of puts it at the table and very gently kind of moves it towards the center. This did give me that. Says that that's your way in.
So what do? Do we flip a coin to see if we're going up or down?
I guess.
Like,
Yes.
sorry, no, it's really stupid. You continue.
No, I want to hear it. But okay.
Okay, fine. It's like Wes gonna look at because it's just like how you describe the coin, and Wes is like, honestly, that looks like a coin you would turn in for like a game at some like kids restaurant with like a rat as a mascot.
Yeah. The hell and G's.
Looking at the coin, does Cole, like, I guess with what Cole's knowledge is, does he have any idea of what the hell this could mean?
You can roll me an Arcana check.
Queens. Arcana. Because I'm proficient in that. That's a 17.
It doesn't look like anything you've seen. It might be custom. But maybe akin to planar shift would make sense. But like maybe the spell specifically attached the coin, but you've never seen this. Now that you're sober, that's why the coin's in the middle. You did see a little hesitation as Jabal was kind of like moving the coin towards the center. The only way to activate it is a failsafe. It's with Dragon's Fire. So he gave me the coin. When you guys are ready, you can go. He said so you won't fuck it up, because he just looks down at his drink and then drinks it.
This is not a one-way ticket, is it?
He didn't give me any other instructions.
It's probably.
Sounds like Cole is our other way home.
Yeah.
I guess that's the other objective. Keep Cole alive.
Yeah.
Elle kind of barges in like, the objective is to keep all of you alive.
But more so Cole, because if he dies, we have to answer to his mom, and she's really scary.
All right.
And Daddy.
You have a dad?
What?
You have a dad?
I said Addy.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of the other daddy. My bad.
Cole's just gonna sip in the water, just like. Again, looks at everybody. Is everybody ready? Do we want to stock up on supplies, or?
Maybe we should have. If you don't mind, maybe we should all go to Chaddington's. Invite friends, everybody. And actually drag Ragnar Virifanas there to maybe have Last Supper, if you will.
Let's not go that far.
A little party is just what I'm talking about.
I mean, do you really want to make them worry that we are going to the hells?
No, we're just gonna say we're gonna go on an adventure. I'm pretty sure Ragnar Virifanas is stuck here building whatever they want to build.
Elle looks
They're not
at
gonna come.
you guys. How about you have a great party when you come back?
I like that idea.
Yeah, I like that idea too.
That's a good idea.
I just want to be able to say bye to my friends before.
Yeah, we can make the rounds.
Because of
Yeah.
Last time.
You want to see your mom first?
See, that's the thing that you keep saying. Last time.
What happened?
So make our rounds and say
Well,
goodbyes.
I'm gonna at least tell Mom that I'm leaving for a little quick adventure.
Cole's
A
gonna
job.
look over.
Job.
Oh, sorry. Cole's gonna look over to Elle and just ask if T's in town by any chance.
I have not heard the little bugger coming in. He usually likes to send me a sweet little message before he comes, and then low-key critique what I'm wearing. But I have
Loki.
That's Loki.
for him. He's working on that. I have not heard of him. I don't think he's in town, wherever he might be.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, Cole's just like, well, crap. I was just hoping to at least get a scroll from him, is all.
Yeah, unless you have a way to communicate with him. I think he was back home in Absalom.
All right. Well,
Do a
I mean, did you want to go see your mom by yourself, Cowrabao, or did you want me to come with?
Oh, you can come with.
Cool.
Mom is thinking of you as her adopted son. or something like that. I talk
There's
to
a-
you about you a lot, I guess.
There's a lot of people adopting me lately.
How many moms do you have now, Wes?
Well,
More than I can count now.
It's a good thing to have.
Although Win doesn't count, we're just friends. She just likes to, dress me up and like braid my hair and like, feed me food. Okay.
The cat
That made a really weird noise.
Yeah.
I'm sure that wasn't Win.
Cole's just gonna be like, well, if everybody's gonna be doing that, I'm going to have to make the I'm not gonna call it unfortunate, but I should probably also do a sending spell to my mother so she's aware of what's going on.
Yeah, you should. Mothers are great.
yeah.
Yeah, Cole's gonna kind of go off a little bit from the party to kind of do that.
Okay. All right. So Cole's doing that. Cowrabao, are you heading off right now, or are you gonna wait until like everything's over with
Yeah.
and then naturally?
I'll basically
Okay.
go right now. Where do we
Oh,
meet?
okay.
I just. Are we gonna meet back here?
I mean, I guess we can.
As Jamal kind of grabs a coin. Well, you kind of, unless you know another, looks around, to blow fire on this.
that's true.
Yeah, I'll just kind of pockets the coin, just like a little tiny pocket on his shirt that's kind of torn at the bottom. You see the coin kind of poking out. Never mind. Kind of folds it in a neat napkin and then puts it in his other pocket.
Okay, we'll be back here. What? An hour?
Yeah. I mean, I assume.
As each one of you kind of gets up, Elle's like, "You're not leaving, at least without a proper hug. And I'll make a care package for you guys, so you can have something on your trip. Hopefully, if half of what that man have said that his old home used to be, you might need a little bit of happy memories." And then she's like, "I'm not crying, you're crying," and kind of gives everyone a hug, like
Aw.
incredibly fast, like without you like, oh shit, having proper time to like hug her back. Then she kind of just goes to the back, and Jamal's like, "This is very emotional." Kind of gets up, dusts himself off, and just leaves.
Who, Jamal?
Yeah. We're like, all right, this is emotional. Bye.
Oh, okay, bye.
Okay, so Cowrabao, you're heading out. Wes, you're gonna cast sending. Kaer and Wes, what are you guys
Yes.
doing? So I know like where to picture everybody at.
Wes is gonna go with Cowrabao.
Okay, and Kaer, what about you?
I guess he'll stay at the bar.
All right,
You
so
know-
at the bar.
Hang out with me.
That works.
Okay, cool. So let's do Cole and Kaer. As Cole, you slightly to the side to cast a message. Sending, sorry. Yes, sending. Yeah. All right. What is your message and to whom? I assume your hubby.
Yeah. Huh? Oh, then he's doing well. He's taking the sending stone to talk to Addie.
Yes, and then you're gonna message your mom. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so who first?
Addie will be first.
Okay.
And that's, hey, made it to Corvassa. I'm gonna be taking a business trip. It's hell.
Like hell, or metaphorically, you're going to hell?
Like the second layer of hell.
Hell has.
Remember
layers?
the diagram I showed you explaining how hell kind of works?
Yes,
We're going to the
the
second
pine
layer.
cone, the pine
Yes.
cone drawing. Yeah. Okay, so
Not
you're going.
onions?
I mean,
not
where's the
onions?
lie? But Yes, we're going to the second layer. Like the second layer at the top.
Is this something that you want to do?
Yes.
Okay. Well, be
It's-
safe.
Okay. And I don't know. Let's see what happens, cause family stuff. He's just gonna pretty much leave it at that.
You sense the not fast response as, since you know him, he's like trying to process what's happening, and like
Processing the common.
time has passed, and so he's back thinking of like, oh shit, I should say something. Fuck, common is hard. Shit.
Mood.
Well, good luck. Bring me back a souvenir.
Me, myself, yeah, you'll get 2. Anyways.
That's just the standard practice in that city.
2 is the minimum number.
Huh?
That's why there's 2 of them.
Yeah! It's a theme.
So, as the communication, I guess, is over, what else do you do, Cole?
The other thing he's gonna do is just, it's like, okay, and he'll pull out his little scrying mirror and do the sending spell.
Okay.
Because, oh god. I just think it's funnier having, like, the little
Your Skype calling your
screen
mom.
to being able to... Huh?
Your Skype calling your mom.
Yeah, Skype calling mom,
There you go.
basically, yeah.
You see the little bars kind of loading.
Mm-hmm.
Karen's ordering a round of shots.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As,
Because of everything
Yeah.
West has said about how loud his mom can be, Kaer wants the shots.
all right.
She's scary.
As you phone mom and looking through as she kind of responds, oh hi, are you kind of looking around, sees the rowdiness of the bar. Are you okay? Is everything fine?
Yes, I just wanted to contact you because I'm going to be going on a mission that's a little dangerous.
As the smile goes on her face, okay, a little dangerous, nothing big. That's great. After what you've done, you just deserve a nice little small mission.
Oh, Cole under, but that's fine. It's just hell. Oh fuck.
Cole.
Kaer slides over one shot.
Cole's immediately gonna grab it because he already realizes how much you just fucked up.
Cole, you can't say things like
You're going where?
Again, it's no big deal. It's no big deal.
Does Cole have a middle name by any chance?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
I don't think I ever gave him one.
Okay.
you survived this time.
Right.
There's this. She looks flustered. It's about to speak, doesn't. It's about to puts down the mirror, and you just hear screams coming out. Can you believe what this little? Nope, he's my son. I should, but he's going to do what? And then you just hear, "Darling, is okay. It's fine. Have mimosa."
Slides shot.
The mirrors gets pulled open again, and it's like, could you not go?
I feel like while this conversation's going on too, like there's the scrying mirror, and sitting right next to the scrying mirror is Mark Anthony. And Cole's just kind of looking at it like, I don't know why she's having such a big conniption over this. Didn't you guys used to do dangerous shit back in the day? But
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
You do hear, do not bring him into this. I am speaking to my son. Like, just looking to the side. You see a sliding through the little scrying mirror, a mimosa completely filled. And then you see the small little fingers of T. Tap, tap. It's going to be fine. Just breathe. And he steps away. Just like, alright, I'm not fucking part of this anymore. I did the best I could.
Yeah, Cole's sipping at the shot that Kaer just gave him, so... Yeah, and Cole just like, it's not the matter of, you know, not... It's more the fact that I want to go. So I kind of need to go.
This is just a vacation for you. You're just going to go and just
Not
have
a
fun.
vacation.
It's a tan. What? I was just gonna go to the market and just buy some fresh new spice. Be careful.
Will do.
Don't do anything I did in the past. And definitely, if someone seems too charming, well, you're in a committed relationship. You know what to do.
Got it.
Please have your wits about you. Don't sign anything.
Cole's just kind of like, yeah, I totally won't do that.
Those, like, squint mom eyes, like,
Oh, is she don't read him for filth? Please don't read him for filth.
Oh, you're so bad at this.
It's like,
If you don't come back, I will find you. And you don't want that. So please come back.
Got it.
Well,
That's like,
you see a second mimosa.
yeah. Cole like, well, love you, Mom.
Love you too, honey. Drinks some mimosa, stares at you with like they, oh, if I could fucking ground you, I would. Look.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
As you're saying bye, don't worry, I'll have a little talk with Daddy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Cole just like, well, thank God. Like after that conversation ends, it's like, thank God I talked to him first. Second time, it's looking over at Kaer, it's like, you know, I know she just threatened that she was gonna get me back, but knowing her, she would probably go through every single plane in the 9 hells just to get me back.
Just so she can pull on your ear and be like, what did I tell you? What did you learn?
Not before she gives someone else an earful first.
I do not doubt it at this point.
Oh, all right. Well, as that's happening, I'll say that
Cousin Play will be like, I will speak to your manager.
Like, I already spoke to him once before. I have his phone number if you don't bring him out.
She has the direct line, the direct extension to corporate.
Just be like, yes, ma'am. Okay, so moving over to, I'll say that you went to, since you're in Old Corvassa, the first place you'll probably check out would be your mom's tea shop. And as the tea ceremony is being conducted, you see that your mom kind of waves you and just kind of points to the back and Cal, you know there's like a back area where she usually hangs out and cooks food, and like sometimes like has like private one-on-one like lessons. And you guys are sitting there. Wes, there's no place to sit. There's just pillows on the floor, and they're kind of too small. The cup that is there is really tiny, like gets stuck in your finger a little bit, and it's not a welcoming area for a man your size.
Gonna just kind of like, kind of just tuck everything in and just kind of shuffle to the side.
As you kind of move, you hit the wall a little bit, and you're like, you swear that's just paper. Like, oh, okay.
Oh shit! Okay,
a little bit
God.
to the middle.
Cow, help! I think I'm gonna break everything in here.
Don't move.
Okay. I'll do my best just to stand very still. I'll probably hold my breath too.
After like 30 minutes, hopefully roll me con check. No, you're good. You're good. After like 30 minutes, and everyone says goodbye. Your mom kind of comes back with a leather pouch full of gold coins that she kind of puts in the back, gives a little prayer, and then sits down with you guys. Does anyone want any tea? Anything? I also have some elven wine that Chattington picked up. It is definitely an off-brand mark, and he's being charged way too much. But it tastes fine.
I mean, we just had drinks at the tavern, but I'll try a tea.
Okay. Goes
Delicious.
and makes dandelion root tea for everybody. You see as the warm, like goldish
It's like
liquid kind of.
coffee, but it's made with leaves.
Make my tummy so happy.
And then she gets this powder, kind of puts it in the center and taps it down, so it's like this plain, like caked, pressed powder, and then puts this like metal cylinder on top of it, and puts a secondary coat of some sort of powder. Pats that down, and the excess gets removed. Then she lights it, and you see this very intricate, blooming flower like decor of the second powder that is actually like the incense that's making the room smell completely divine. And Cal, since your mom used to do this all the time, it's giving you like, you know, the warm fuzzies inside.
Yeah,
and
I was gonna say something. It was like, I haven't seen this in a really long time.
Yeah.
A really, really long time. That I have forgotten what it looked like.
Yeah, just
well,
reach over and pat him on the shoulder.
as to try to lighten the mood, since you know your mom knows you very well. She's like, well, for only a gold a week, I can show you all the ways on how to do this. 5 gold, you have private lessons, and a small bag of tea to go with. She chuckles underneath, pours the remaining hot water. You see that the first tea that she pours out is a smaller one that kind of gets spilled over onto this wooden plank, and then she pours it again. And once you're like, "Why did you throw that away? I haven't even drunk it." And then the second brew is the one you're supposed to drink.
Does she have a tea pet?
Yes.
Ooh. Perfect.
So, as a delicious tea, amazing atmospheric smell, and you know it's pretty nice where she's at. She kind of goes over where you asked Wes, and like, I don't know why you didn't just slide the door. Kind of slides the paper of the door over, so now there's a lot more room. Brings you a chair if you want it.
What?
This is a sliding panel.
It was like, I was ready to make him smaller, but okay.
You fucking asshole.
Your mom laughs and like, no, he needs a space. Growing boy.
I learned a thing or two up there. I'm trying things out.
Definitely puts a smile to her face. So, you're here, and I definitely didn't hear your feet when you were coming in, so obviously you have something important you need to talk to me about since you're sneaking around. And it takes a sip.
I'm not really sneaking around. It's more of I'm wearing my gear. Because we're going on an adventure for the Adventure Guild, I guess. It's a job thing.
Roll me a deception.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
What is it with you guys talking to your moms about this?
That 22. Wait, did I math that correct? Yes, I mathed that correct. 22. Mothers have advantage, I guess.
For real.
What's the name of this guild? Adventures Guild, you said? Takes a sip.
Yeah, it's Chattington's Adventures Guild.
So I can talk to Chattington about this. Takes a
Sure.
second sip. Looks at West.
I'm
Oh,
smiling. I'm smiling.
Wes is just like, I mean, yeah, he pays for all of our adventures, and I guess he like writes our name on like these papers. I don't read them.
Yeah, we go on adventures, and then we write things about our adventures. We give it to him, and then he publishes it in a book or something like
Shit,
that.
we're supposed to be writing stuff down.
Technically.
You haven't been?
Technically,
No.
that's how it's supposed to be. And then he uses all his adventures to publish books to fund the next adventure.
There's a big chunk of adventures missing because Wes wasn't writing shit down.
I assumed Ariel was just sending him shit.
Probably Ariel's the one writing everything, so.
Yeah, there was a lot of creative liberty in those letters. So, you feel like she's believing you, but she's like, you're on your toes. Like, if I say one wrong word, she's gonna like no. Well, so how long will you be?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you have
We
food?
do have,
anything that you need?
I think Ragnar. I want to say Ragnar gave me the Rocky Talkie.
Sure.
Or no.
It's your character.
Yeah, your character, man.
It's up to you.
I was like, well, Ragnar gave me this. Apparently, we're able to talk to people all around. Well, West has one. You can have one, so we can talk to you, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. I will put it on my pocket, and if you ever need anything, I will be on the other end. If I'm in class or if I am on a date or anything, I won't answer, obviously. But other than
On
that,
a date. What about
Nope.
that?
she looks around and it just, oh yeah, this tea needs a little bit more. I'm gonna go brew another one.
Oh.
And just steps up. You see that she's pretending to brew another one, but doesn't want to like ruin product, so she just sits down and. So this adventure you're talking about?
Okay. Honestly, I'm not too specific with what's that word?
Details.
The detail. Yeah, that's the word. I didn't know the specific of the details of this adventure. It's more of a Cole, their friend, that I've met for the first time. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, we're helping out with a family affair.
Yeah, there was a family drama thing that we're helping you out with.
I definitely know about that.
It's a whole this person wants to sit on this other person's chair, and like, yeah, it's I don't get how these like.
I don't know. I guess we're more of a bodyguard in a way.
Yeah, it's like a politics situation. I'm not good with politics.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be just muscle behind Cole or something like that.
Yeah, he's very small. He needs a lot of muscle.
I am very small.
You're short, but you're pretty stocky. Like you got some muscle. Cole's just like, I swear he only weighs 40 pounds. Like I pick him up and it's like carrying a couple of grapes.
Well, please be careful. I mean, what more can I tell you? You're
Of course, I'll be careful.
grown
I
man.
learned from the best. He's gonna go. He's actually gonna go do that too.
She kind of stands up and like extends her arms for like a hug.
Yeah, that guy was gonna give him a hug.
Tight hug, a little longer than usual.
Don't worry,
Sighs.
I'll be back this time.
Okay.
I promise.
Looks at
Yeah, I'm
you-
making sure he's coming back.
She smiles and looks at you, Wes, and kind of like motions her
We
hand
want
to like
leash
get
this
up,
time.
Yep. Okay. I'll
and
go
then-
over.
and then gives a hug as well.
How tall is the ceiling?
It's tall enough for people to come through.
Okay.
He doesn't need a duck. You as Wes, you're hugging, you hear like a crate get put outside, and then you hear like shoes being scraped against the gravel, and it looks like someone's bringing in more merchandise.
Oh, okay.
And as she looks outside, immediately kind of straightens up, and you both notice that she looks in the mirror, kind of make sure that everything's where she needs it to be or wants it to be. And I do have plans. If there's anything else that you need, when are you leaving?
I think today. I think that's
Okay.
what we wanted. We were just gonna say goodbye. It was kind of a rush thing.
Oh.
We found out about the job today, and we're needing to do it today.
Well, they better pay well.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we got some pretty decent payment up front.
That's.
Yeah, we actually did.
She kind of looks towards the back. That's always good. Payment on front is, well, you know that they mean what they need. And you hear the door open, and it kind of jingles, and you see this half-orc gentleman with green skin, these huge tusks kind of poking out, has this bowler hat and these white shirt with straps on.
Oh God!
Am I interrupting anything? She's like, no, honey, we'll be out soon. Kind of shakes his head very politely, ducks underneath the door and closes the door. And just standing outside.
Cowrabao's wearing his mask. Suspicious.
Yeah, you've never seen this guy, but your mom definitely seems to know them.
Let's
Wait.
just think she calls everyone honey, so he's just like, all right.
Yeah, none of you have met this individual. The only one who's met him is Oleg.
Oh, that's right. This guy.
This guy
This
over
guy.
here.
It's like-
But for some reason, every time you guys are in like a kind of shitty area, you like, did I see that guy? No. All right. Okay. Whatever. Not a big deal. But your mom talks to you as long as you would like. The gentleman outside is going to patiently just wait, not disturb you guys at
Yeah,
all.
I am gonna kind of like try to keep track of time, and it was like, oh, we need to go, kind of like
Okay.
that, because we said an hour.
Okay. As you guys exit out, you see the halberd gentleman kind of tips his hat to each one of you guys. Good day. Extends his hand towards you, Cowrabao specifically.
Cowrabao's gonna shake his hand, but with a gauntlet hand.
Okay. Yeah, as a tight grip.
Intimidation.
I need to assert dominance.
I would like Wes and Cal for you guys to roll me a perception check. As
okay.
he shakes his hand and just
Let's see how well this goes.
looks at you and just.
Can I use my passive notes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit! Why did I always roll good on the small things? That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Yeah, you'll notice.
28.
28. You definitely would notice. As he speaks to you, and then just kind of walks in to the to your mom's estate job location. One thing that you notice, Wes, since you got the lower one, he's really quiet. Like his shoes aren't making any noise or anything. And then Cowrabao, he's really, really quiet. Like your gauntlet didn't even make any noise. There was plenty of pressure in that handshake since you felt it for sure. So he's a quiet individual for sure. Whatever that means to you. And you notice he has a small little dagger kind of hidden underneath his shirt, and that's kind of it for this guy.
Okay.
He will tell you his name, which is Anthony Mercado.
Oh.
That just walks in. And as he's going in, you see that he kind of takes off his little strap and like places his dagger, like as the door is closing, his dagger like at the counter, and then like extends his hands politely as your mom kind of grabs onto her hands, and they don't like exchange a kiss or a hug. It's just kind of like a little hand over hand, and they start talking, and he goes and sits down as it, again, slowly as the door is closing. He sits down properly, like traditional fashion that you would in a tea ceremony, and they just start talking. But there's no tea being poured. It's definitely wine.
It's tea made out of grapes.
It's tea made out of grapes, yeah.
Basically.
So as your mom is hanging out with her friend, whoever they are, what are we doing, guys?
Guess should we go back to the tavern and?
I guess what are we meeting back up at the tavern?
Okay. If that's
we're at the tavern.
Yeah.
If everybody's planning on that.
If that's what we're doing, I'd say let's take a 5-minute break to stretch out, and then we'll come back at the tavern. If there's any like small little thing you need to buy at the store or anything, you have the goal, please do that.
Coins.
And then we'll come. All three of them just completely disappear. Just as soon as they walk forward, they're just annihilated. And then you hear Nexus say, "What are you looking at? Let's go." And you have no idea what you were looking at, because there's nobody there.
Oh no! Jesus!
No. No one there existed. They're erased from your memory. They never were.
They're nothing.
That's where we're going to end tonight's session.
God damn it! Jesus! I can't swim.
As you start sliding straight towards the railing of the ship, literally sliding between them because you're so small, and more or less falling overboard.
Put,
Yeah.
Hide your money there.
Perfect, Jeremiah. Good job. Good thinking, Jeremiah. Shut up! I'm putting my money in my microwave. God.
It's exactly where your money should go.
Perfect. I didn't take the money. Obviously, that's the issue here. God, priorities, obviously, guys. We're in the capital of the state. Oh. Press play. Hello.
I hope you made it out.
I didn't.
I won't, but I hope this tape will.
I'm gonna have to stop you from whatever the fuck you're talking, cause what's
What the heck
what's
is that? What the heck?
We're in a musical now?
What's happening? What's
I don't know.
Oh, hi, hello, gorgeous.
Yeah.
I cooked too much today. Can you please be a dear? Please give the leftovers to our neighbors. Don't be like your dad. Oh shit, fuck my dad. Yes.
I don't know.
Supple skin. Oh, fuck you, bitch. I promise to be gentle. I don't want this. I don't like this.
How about a chat instead?
No. You're gonna get eaten.
No.
Ah!
Oh, please. I
Oh,
insist. Wait, is that an eyeball?
yeah.
It is Dad.
It is Daddy.
It's
Mommy!
a ball. Ah, fuck! I was at
Oh,
the
Dad.
door.
Not to move.
Noise.
Mommy! Good job, dear. Why do you have a knife?
Oh, there's a knife.
I'm very proud
Because
of
you're
you.
next to be eaten.
Now go to your room and go to bed. Mommy's got leftover business to take care of. Hello and welcome back. So,
Hello.
for the shenanigans, we're gonna start exactly on the last roll that you did, Cole.
Oh God.
So, Wes Cowrabao, you come into the tavern. There's already some cool ale waiting for you guys, and you guys all get the feeling that everything you've been drinking, Elle's kind of like, don't worry about it. You had a hard mission come up ahead of you. No, don't sweat it. As you guys get your ale, you see the exact table you guys left. It's extremely majestically clean already. You know, Jamal's magical rag. So you guys sit there, and Cole just pulls out this like beautiful like orange silk, and like no, pulls out in his hands. It looks like two items. One's a very beautiful looking wand with this glass swirl around it that kind of sparkles every now and then, and it's just magnificent. But as he's pulling out the wand, something's like in his hand, like he just grabbed too much. And it's a portrait, and as he spins it around, it is a naked halfling woman. He just pulls out a nudie drawing.
Cole's immediately gonna grab it and take this silk like cloak and just wrap it and just be like, puts that off to the side like, nope.
Just so everyone knows, that is definitely randomized items in the Bag of Wonders randomization. So yeah, you saw Cole pull out his porn stash, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I thought you were supposed to be a priest.
Listen,
I'm confused.
this bag has just random things in it. I just reach in, I pull out stuff, and I just get what I get.
Okay, if that's how you want to justify it, I guess so.
Oh my God! Looks over at Wes and Kaer, just like, you guys have both watched me pull from this bag. You know what I'm talking about.
I mean, did you ever say you were a priest? Because I know, like, Addie tells me things, and I think y'all are doing things that priests don't do.
Cole just looks at Wes just like, lowers his voice a little bit, just like, yes, West, I am a priest.
But should you not be,
Look at it this way, my god's very lenient on some of the things that I can do, okay?
Pulling out of a bag is apparently very lenient. In the middle of a bar.
Wes opens his mouth, and then he just kind of closes. Yeah.
Remember us, there's a rule. Whatever happens at DruidCon stays at DruidCon.
Yeah, that's the rule he remembered. He's just like, oh yeah, DruidCon rules.
So
you gotta be there.
You just gotta know.
Now we're on our way.
With
Yes.
your, unless you don't want me to say it out loud, with your wand of counterspell,
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
pulled out.
you're about to be a pain in the ass.
Oh yes.
You guys are all gathered up.
Life imitates art like father, like daughter.
God.
You see the sun has a couple hours before it sets. There's this orange hue that kind of starts cascading over the city. It looks beautiful outside. And you see that Jamal's trying not to eavesdrop and look at you guys, but keeps on doing it anyway. What do we do, guys?
I think we're ready as everybody else.
We're off to see the devils of the land in hell.
Yes.
As you
We're
guys
going to it. No, Cole just being like, it's just the second layer.
So you guys prepare everything you need, get up and go over and speak to Jamal. Jamal's like, give me a second, just come back to the kitchen. And you see this perfectly clean and kept kitchen. You see a bugbear that was working outside, and it's just bugbear and then Jamal, who is attending the entire kitchen. It's spotless. You have no idea how. And then you see the rag perfectly draped over his shoulder, his one-of-a-kind magic item that you couldn't do this much work without it. As you guys kind of go outside after passing through the storage of food, and you're outside the tavern, like this small little area with
I
like.
was gonna look at that kitchen and kind of tear up a little bit, and then move along. It's like, so clean.
It is.
So clean.
It's very clean. There's a
It's
small
like
little
it's like-
Need me that rag.
patch of grass outside, but just 2 chairs that are probably just used by Jamal and whoever's on break at the time, or L, or whoever's on break at the time. As you
Is it
all,
an actual chair or a milk crate?
no, it's an actual chair. It doesn't.
Oh,
It doesn't.
bougie.
Yeah, it doesn't match the chairs that are inside. It looks a lot older. But both chairs are different too. Like they just whatever chair they have, they just kind of put back there. With all 4 of you, and Jamal soon coming out, it's not the little back area is not enough for all 4 of you guys. It's kind of maybe have about 2 or 3 feet of room between you guys, so a little bit crowded. Puts down the coin towards the double side, and you see that Jamal inhales. Step back just in case something weird happens. Just step behind me. And he's inhales again. He's about to breathe fire, and then I don't know this very well. We met on occasion, but that was just through L. There is a thing that he did tell me many, many years ago that I think it's important for you all to know. Hell has rules, and those rules are tight. Most devils don't want to break the rules. There is something that's very important that you should know. Part of the rules, If you die, your soul immediately will travel to the river. Or if you're close to one of the archdevils, to them. That's it. You don't have a chance of grace. If you die, you that's it. You are energy. You're food.
So no one dies. Got it.
That also goes for the devils. So if they die, they're just energy source. Kind of recycles around. So, you won't find many individuals down there that want to actually fight to the death, which is a good thing. Which is the warning that this gave me. He said to be afraid of any devil who's willing to die in hell. That is something you do not want to face. Well, good pep talk. As he inhales and then just breathes this very narrow coned flame that hits the key, and as the flame continues roaring, you see that the key kind of floats up in the air and starts spinning, and he doesn't really know if he should stop or not, but he continues on blowing flame, and then the coin starts breaking, and then until his breath kind of gives out, you see that the fire kind of starts rolling around, and he's no longer controlling it anymore. He's done breathing fire as the fire starts extending, and this gate starts appearing with these extremely gnarly horns and jagged teeth all around, and you see on the other side a narrow broken bridge, and almost like you're inside of a room. You see these brick walls laid in front of you, and then just this miasma of sand and heat.
I'm gonna be like, wait, you said dragon fire will activate. Wait.
Oh yeah.
Cowrabao doesn't know.
Wes like, oh buddy, we gotta really catch you up.
Yeah.
So do we just go in?
Like, yeah.
Cole's gonna just start walking.
Nope,
Okay.
there he goes. Did you
All right.
call?
Kaer's right behind him.
All right. Unless there's any protests, I assume everyone walks through.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
following after.
Cole's walking right now because it's like, if I don't do this now, I will not have the nerve to do it later.
If I
Understood.
don't do this now, my mom is gonna walk right through that door.
Understood. So, as
Oh boy.
you
Music
are
change.
walking through, the first thing that you teleport to, you're at the other side. You see, you're in a small little room. This rushing, hellish wind just kind of blows to the side, and whatever room you're in kind of shakes a little bit. So you notice you're up high on a tower, and immediately, there is this a little pop of pressure on your ears, but everything seems fine. You're in this small room. Behind you, there is a broken desk, a chair that's kind of set in the middle that has these 4 wheels that can be moved around. That's pretty much it. That's all that's in here. You see that the desk has 2 drawers. One's kind of a hinge with a dagger that's inside of it, and on the outside of the door, there would have been a door, but looks like it's been completely broken off. You see this narrow, really broken wooden bridge leading up to what looks to be a 2 or 3 bedroom structure below, and then more bridges leading off. Everything has this putrid red hue all over it, and you start hearing screams. It takes a couple of seconds, but you just start hearing screams and screams and screams, and then occasionally you hear like a big lightning bolt or a flash of fire off into the distance. But right now, the screams are what's overwhelming.
And there's no windows or anything?
Nope. To place you guys at.
Oh.
Ooh.
So is there a door or no?
No, there's no door. The door has been broken. There's just a bridge that leads further down. There's no windows or anything that you can see on the outside.
Only one way to go, I guess.
Forward.
I would like everyone to roll me a perception check real quick.
Sure.
Oh,
Perception.
29.
29? Okay, yeah, that's fast.
God fucking damn it, West. 5.
5? Alright. Also, if you technically want to
18.
investigate, you can investigate too, but it's just, still when said I'm looking through stuff. 18? 18's the best.
28.
Okay. So, Wes is just like, alright, this isn't so bad.
We're in a room.
You're in a room. Obviously, you guys all notice that you're probably at top of a tower. The one thing that you do notice is there is a tiny little spider up on the ceiling, has a cobweb and everything. And you're like, well, that's there. I mean, it's a spider. Obviously, you can survive. Maybe this won't be so bad.
I don't trust that spider.
You see the spider kind of crawl a little bit to the side. It takes a double take, so crawling in a little crevice. I wouldn't say it's a window, but it's broken enough that you can see a little bit of the outside. Maybe like an inch or so wide of a little hole. You see the spider kind of go outside and just disappears.
think while West is not paying attention, I'll probably
it.
have him poke around.
Okay. You see the chair that kind of moves around. It's really weird. Easy to spin. You see that there's a dagger in the top drawer, and then
Ooh.
kind of pull the top drawer. You see hundreds of letters. They all look handwritten.
Can I move forward here? But I want to sneak
Sure.
stealthily and go up there.
Yeah. Give me 1 second as I'm doing West, and then we'll go to you.
Oh, okay.
I'll just.
Yeah, I guess West will take a look at the letters.
Okay. As you try to look through the letters, every time you try to read anything, you see this glyph like appears above, like a magical like just sigil, and wherever you move, the sigil moves with you, like where your eyes line is, so you do not read the letters. And then you hear in your head, those are personal. And it's that other voice.
Oh my god.
And as you look to the bottom drawer, there's about 20 or so different ropes of different sizes, thickness, and colors.
Fucking god.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that means. I'm just gonna put that down.
It's a safe. It's a safe place that they know. So, Cal, you're sneaking around, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was your perception?
Who, me?
Yes. Earlier?
28.
28. Okay.
9.
So, 29. As soon as you're about to
Yeah, I
step
rolled
out,
18, 29.
you see this river of red and these. They just look humanoid and blank. These like things trying to crawl out, and they look like they're screaming in pain. Then just kind of get swept by the river. And as soon as you're stepping out, you hear this something to the left of you, and you kind of look around, and it looks like this massive, like solid wall of some sort of cloud, just moving incredibly fast in your direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody that. Like, I think we need to leave in this area. And then I'm pointing to the thing.
And Cole, what did you get? Because Kaer, you
Cole
got an
got a 28.
28. Kaer, you got like a 19, right? Okay. Cole and Cal, as Cal sees us, since he's the one kind of that's approaching, you both hear of flattering, and then like something was flying and then landed immediately. And then you hear like a door closes.
Like the door closed from like over here, or
Sorry, yes. So Cal, you see this storm of something coming, and then Cole and Cowrabao, you heard wings of something flying around, land, and then walk around, and you hear the door open and close.
Okay.
And I would say, Cowrabao, roll me a survival since you're the one that's looking at it. Did you get what's the total?
That's my first natural one.
Ooh, what's the total?
7.
7. All right, you don't know if that thing's coming in a couple seconds or it's gonna take an hour, but it's approaching. It looks massive. You've never seen this, only Ragnar. So
But I am Ragnar.
well, it would look, if I would describe it to you, it looks like a sandstorm, but it's dark. Like it just looks like a black sandstorm kind of approaching.
Yeah.
So what do we do, guys?
I agree. We probably should just get moving. Cole is gonna kind of like start to walk, but then stop. Well, I may as well not hide this anymore. And he's going to lift up from his shirt like the necklace he normally wears.
Mm-hmm.
Only at the bottom of it, it's not Farlagon's symbol.
It's the symbol of Asmodeus?
Yes.
Okay. Cole? first thing you all notice is that necklace floats in the air and it is shining and it is bright. Like the light starts cascading off of it and this pink hues start hitting the walls. And if there's a crack in that room, it's starting to fill up and the light's starting to shine. And when one of those little beams hits, you see it starts going off for a couple of miles. And then when you tuck it back in your shirt, the light goes away. It's not his lair. It's not his.
True.
These siblings don't like the others approaching on them. You kind of figure.
True. Yeah, Cole just being like, okay, maybe that was a bad idea. Let's just put that back in.
You are feeling that kind of pushes on your shirt a little bit. Nothing that will impede you in any way, but there is a physical effect, and it's not that the necklace is magical either. It's just the actual symbol itself.
Let's not have a shining beacon that shows everyone where we are.
It's not like I knew it was gonna do that. And he's gonna just start making his way carefully across the bridge.
Okay. So, Cowrabao, you're moving forward, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do wanna kind of stealthily move
Roll.
there to kind of
Roll me
perceive to
a stealth in a second, because first you
Yeah.
need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's pretty good. That is a 19.
19. Okay. As soon as you step outside, you feel literal weight on you, and this.
Like as soon as I step on the bridge.
As soon as you step
Kinda like
out,
that?
yes, on the bridge, and
Yeah.
this immense weight and heat just falls upon you, and it is unbearable. Every hour, we need to roll a con save.
Okay.
Cole, I need you to do the same thing.
Okay, con save.
Actually, you don't. Never mind.
I don't?
You don't need to roll.
Is it because
It's really hot and uncomfortable, and yeah, your clothes
Because I'm
literally
resistant to
are
heat?
heavier.
Yeah.
Just on your roll. You immediately see Cossack. Okay, it takes you a couple seconds to adjust, Cowrabao, but the first step, everybody would have noticed. After that, now you can roll.
But I don't make footsteps.
You don't, but you still kind of stumbled a bit.
Okay.
And like, not that the bridge is shaking or anything, but it's just that initial like, I'm going to sneak around, and then someone just drops 40 pounds of weight evenly on you.
Okay,
You're gonna
yeah,
like,
okay.
oh shit, what's happening here? But now you're used to the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Used to it.
Oh, I rolled both numbers because I have advantage on my stealth.
Like when you said both numbers, I thought a 6 and a 9. So what numbers are you talking about?
No.
Nice.
I rolled a 17 on both dice.
Oh, gotcha. Understood. What did you get total?
32.
30. Why am I rolling? Nat 20. All right, cool. Whatever.
Oh, well, nat 20 will make it 35. But...
No, I mean, I rolled a nat 20 on a perception check.
Oh.
All right, whatever. So as you kind of step out, you can move your character where you would like.
Yeah, I was gonna go over here, kind of, or in the corner, kind of like that,
Okay.
and just kind of try to see what I can see still, if there's hostile or whatnot.
Roll me a perception, but we'll get that after everybody does a thing. So like, we'll
Okay. Yeah.
We'll come back to the rest of the party, then we'll start with you with the perception check. So, Kaer, as soon as you step outside, again, that 40 pounds of weight on you. What armor do you have?
Adamantium.
That's medium armor?
Yeah, it's adamantium scale mail, so
Okay.
it is medium.
Then
I
you
believe.
are fine. You sense this immense heat, but you also feel like something in you is resisting the heat, and you feel that's that boon that was given to you. You just like it's almost like if when there's static in the air and you feel your hair kind of rising up a little bit. That's kind of how you feel, but all over your body. Like, oh shit, this is working. I'm glad this is working. All right, and Wes, I also need you to make me con save.
Cool. Con save. Ooh, that's 15.
15. All right, you pass.
Oh, thank God.
It sucks, but it's fine. You all see that wave of just black clouds kind of consuming things, and it's just moving very rapidly at your pace. How long until you get here? You don't really have any clue. But as you guys are approaching towards the bridge, anything that you guys are doing, I know Cowrabao is stealthing, and if you didn't see him leave, you definitely didn't hear him. You would not know where he is at the moment.
I mean, guess I'm just following everyone else out. It's like, because I'm just like trying to look at the letters, and then it's like, oh, okay, I'm not supposed to look at those, and I put it down. I look around like, where the fuck did everyone go?
Yeah.
Okay, Cal, roll me a perception check, please.
That is actually 14.
14. Okay. What is your AC?
It's a bad roll. Me AC?
Yes, please and thank you.
18.
18. Why won't this move? Okay, this is what I needed. Okay. You think you hear something in front of you. Like this barrel move specifically.
Okay.
And then you feel this tiny little what was that? And you kind of look at your shoulder, and it's a tiny little prick, like maybe 2 drops of blood, but something pricked you.
Like actually pricked me?
Like actually pricked you. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's a really good one. That is 22.
22. Okay, I rolled really bad. You only take 4 points of piercing damage, but something stung you, and you feel this something's coursing through your veins, like starting to course through your body, but you kind of squeeze out whatever it is. You feel this black ink come out of you, that wound, and something was definitely trying to poison you. And then you hear like running, and something moving in this side too, through the crates.
He's to like there or here?
Oh, I was in the wrong layer. I'm so sorry. You heard something in this distract you, and then you heard movement through these crates.
As soon as I see Cole getting really close, I'm gonna let him know, kind of like, kind of quietly say, "It's just be careful. There's something here."
Cole will just nod and reach into his...
I'll point to my shoulder where I was pricked.
Yeah, he'll reach into his bag and just pull out Mark Anthony.
Okay. What about the rest of you guys?
But he will make his way across the bridge as well.
Okay.
Kaer's just kind of on the bridge, waiting for West and everything, and keeping an eye on everyone else.
Yeah, West will cross the bridge with everyone.
Okay. You see a structure that has a door that leads in here, and then another door that leads into this structure. This on this side would be a gate that is half ajar, like it's been broken and kind of leaning on the side. And when you see through it, it kind of leads to another side of the bridge. There's also this pathway that is leading further down into whatever these gates are. So this place looks like it's sunken in, but not a challenge to climb, to be honest. But the thing that is impeding is that wave of whatever that is rushing by. And the more you look at it, it looks like it's gaining speed.
I'm gonna convey again the message to everyone as they get closer. I was like, be careful, somebody pricked me. And then I was like, we might need to go get shelter.
I agree, that's probably the best bet.
Yeah, I guess I wanna go ahead and move forward if I can to
Okay.
basically kind of look in one of the rooms.
Sure, please do.
See, my main goal is to see if there's any trap or anything like
Okay.
this room.
That one's okay. Roll me a perception check. With yeah, perception or investigation. Sorry. Kaer. As Cal kind of moves silently over, you feel something tug at the bottom of your boot, and then you look down and there's nothing there, but there is a small little like slash mark, almost like someone with a dull knife tried to like cut your boot. You felt it, but you don't see anything.
Motherfucker.
I mean, your boot's kind of damaged.
Scuffed my boots.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Bitch.
What a bastard!
Would you get?
Cole's,
Yeah. Sorry, Cole.
Cole's sticking to the wall, but looking around, does he notice? Can he see anything that's
Out of the usual. Well,
Yeah.
You see the screaming souls down underneath, and
Yeah.
Cole, being a priest of your god, you're starting to get where you are, but this one looks abandoned. There are these structures called maggot pits that the everything below that entire river that is glowing ruby, that those are all souls. That is all food, money, energy source. That is what people here live and die for. And this looks like it was a location what either they would cross through. Maybe those barrels that are next to you is what they would be used to collect the souls, to like trade them off or exchange. Whoever was a ruler here, but this place looks like it's been shut down. You see the gates that are erected around with these monuments that look exactly like this, as a warning or something. But that's what you know of this location. Now, what you see are hellish flowers and stone. Good thing every single one of you is wearing shoes, because every so often your feet, you have to keep moving or it's burning your foot. You can't just stand still, especially if you're wearing metal. But if you want to discern anything differently, I need a perception check.
Yeah, I'll roll a perception. That's not bad. $26.
You notice that this little barrel here moves
Where?
ever so slightly. Am I in the wrong
Which?
layer? Yep, I am in the wrong layer.
Oop.
This little
Are you sure?
barrel right here
Uh-oh.
moves. And what did you get, Cowrabao?
Investigation. 28.
28. It doesn't look trapped. It looks broken, but it doesn't look trapped. It's a wooden door. You're surprised wood is like holding in this location.
Okay.
But yeah, it doesn't look trapped at all from your perspective.
I'm gonna grab my bow and carefully open it,
Okay.
like slowly. Softly.
Okay. What's your passive?
Passive what?
Perception?
21.
Okay. As you kind of look, you initially don't see anything. Like, so you kind of open the door a little bit. You look through. From your perspective, you would see a desk with some notes, like the corner of a rug, and then the wall that kind of wraps around. Do you see any further? You have to open the whole door.
Yeah.
But it looks safe at the moment.
Okay.
Cole, you notice that barrel move a little bit. West and Kaer, what are you guys doing?
So when they get across the bridge and, seeing the two smaller ones poking around places, West will be like, yeah, you get one, I'll get the other.
Oh my god.
Sounds good. I got the red one, you got the green.
I'll get the green. I'll just follow up behind Cowrabao.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll roll A die, even, cow, odd. Cole, we'll see. That's a 6, so even. Cowrabao, what are you doing at the moment?
When I'm looking like it feels safe, and then I see West approach, I'm just gonna be like, this was like, and then I thought about it, like, oh yeah, you don't speak thieves. West.
You keep changing what thieves' cant is on me. At first you're writing it down, now it's what the.
I'm gonna go West to. I'm gonna open the door
Okay,
and just be ready if there's hostile inside.
you could have just said that at the beginning.
I want to be quiet.
Okay.
Okay,
And
so
I'm gonna open the door and kind of like knock an arrow, kind of like this.
Okay.
Breaching it basically. Not fully drawn, but there's an arrow knocked there in there.
So you
ready
have
to
the
fire.
arrow knot, and you're starting to move the door open. All right, you're opening it. You see.
Oh no,
that...
I'm breaching.
Oh,
So this is not quiet.
okay. So if that's the case, sorry. Cole, what are you doing? Because it's gonna be sudden noise. So before Cole gets started with the door being opened, what are we doing over here?
Cole's pretty much approaching the barrel like ever so like slightly, just kind of like looking around it, and again literally has Mark Anthony at the ready to
Okay.
not shoot off a guiding bolt, but
Okay.
Fireball. That's
As you're looking around, are you opening or just looking?
yeah, he'll open up one of the
As soon as it opens up, Kaer, as you're looking, your cloak your eyes start opening, and you definitely see something in there that is hiding. Cole, you see nothing.
Kaer's gonna reach in and grab it.
You see an imp that was hiding in the barrel. As you grab onto it, it's going to try to sting you. Let's see if it actually does. That's a nat 1.
oh.
So as it tries to sting you, and you kind of jerk your hand very quickly, its stinger hits the barrel and it gets stuck there, and you just like have it in your hand at
Grab
the
him by
moment.
pit of the neck.
Okay, you see this little imp just turn invisible, but then you kind of squeeze a little bit, turn back visible. Yeah, there was definitely an
Whole
imp hiding
startle.
there. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and it's like, oh, you little shit.
Reveal area.
And he'll be saying that probably in Infernal.
Okay. So, I believe everything should be revealed. It's a little, like, opaque on my end since Roll20 changed, so I assume everything's lit up, right, for you guys?
Yeah.
You can see? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so, sorry. Apologies, Cowrabao.
God, gotta get used to that again.
Yeah, Cowrabao, and you breach the door. Wes, you kind of looking through. You see a little imp just looking and smiling, has his fingers kind of wrapping and tapping on its skin, sometimes even like piercing its skin. Just excited, so excited.
Oh, hey, little guy.
So
Here's
here's the bad news.
Can I keep it?
Oh. You want a snack?
Well, apparently we
Oh.
are the snake.
Hold on. I see where you do this.
Does a 20 hit Ragnar?
Cowrabao.
Ragnar, no, it doesn't hit. But
When you said it, I was like, yeah, I know Ragnar. I know Cowrabao's here. What are you? Oh fuck! What I just
Like I'm
said.
asking Ragnar.
Yeah. What did does a dirty 20?
20?
Yes.
Dirty 20 hits, but I can do something.
What can you do?
Reaction.
I believe you need to know the source of the hit is going for shield to work.
Okay.
Since this thing was hidden on the ceiling.
Oh, okay. Then
Ooh.
yeah, that's. I don't see it. I thought you said I see the thing.
Yeah, you see the little imp.
Oh,
We
but
see
the
one thing.
attack is coming from somewhere else.
This
Yes.
is the second
Okay.
layer. Things happen in twos here.
God. It's only a matter of time.
You see the
joke.
first one, and then suddenly the second one sneaks up on you.
That is 17 points of piercing.
Grayson would
Jeez.
know.
Yeah.
Since you say I don't see the damage, the attack, so I can't do a thing.
So that's the piercing damage.
Okay.
And then there is 10 points of poison. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
Damn, so much damage. Oh, not 20.
All right,
Oh,
cool.
shit, bro.
You are not poisoned, and you cannot. And if this thing attacks you again, note that you cannot be poisoned. So, from the ceiling, west, you see this bone stinger hits Ragnar right in the chest and picks him
Cowrabao.
up.
Not wrong.
Damn it! Hits Cowrabao in the chest and starts lifting him up 2 or 3 inches off the ground before it just retracts, and then you hear zzz of these wings that kind of move, and when you look at the ceiling, you see this large creature that is made completely out of bone and this barbed tail with these insect-looking wings.
So it wasn't an imp.
There is a bone devil on the ceiling.
Oh, it's not a little man.
As-
It's not a little man.
You see the imp super ecstatic that something's happening. It's clapping and clapping. And with that, we're going to end tonight's game.
Oh shit.
And we're going to pick this up.
Kaer's over there shaking the living hell out of the fucking other one.
Hey, what's happening here? Oh, shit, it's a big one. Yeah, since it's that time. So we're going to end tonight's game here and pick up, I guess, rolling initiative next time.
Fuck yes.
Because that thing definitely initiated combat.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go, bro.
All right. So you've had a very warm welcome. Several things tried to sting you. A couple landed. And there is a raging storm coming your way. And just for the hecking of it, I'll say that Cole and Ragnar, if you're looking at it, and a little...
Cowrabao.
God damn it. I also, by the way, I meant Cole and Kaer, but apparently I said Ragnar because my brain is now
You're
like...
really thinking.
You don't even mean.
I didn't even mean cow. Yeah. My brain's definitely not listening to how
Yeah,
things
there's
work.
somewhere in Corvassa, deep in the workshop, every now and then Ragnar's like, huh?
It's like someone,
Yeah.
someone keeps talking to me. I don't know why that
I'm
little
busy.
You see a little bit of whatever the storm is kind of fly out and break a barrel and kind of sticks through. And when you look at it, you're confused. You both look at each other as Kaer and Cole are looking like you both confirm. Is that glass? That's a glass storm.
That's not gonna be fun.
I was gonna say it's a shame we didn't bring an umbrella, but I don't know if it's gonna help.
That's not gonna help.
And you notice
Unless that umbrella is metal.
why all the doors that are made out of wood open inside, and there's no structures that open to the other side. So we'll continue this with a bone devil attacking you guys and a glass storm approaching, and a hidden imp that's right here. All right, so we'll pick this up and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks because next week is going to be Rise of Team-Man.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Please be safe. Take care of each other. Much love. Adios.
Bye.
Bye.